Cancers have so much going on. You have the Eight of Pentacles, concentrating on yourself, right? Thinking about what it is that you need to do, handling your priorities, or you should be handling your own personal priorities. The Four of Wands, wanting a relationship and looking out for one, but you realize that you have to, you have to do the Cancer crab thing. You have to put you first. So a lot of you Cancer crabs are doing just that. The Queen of Wands is about how, and you're not letting anyone get in your way. You're not going to let anyone guilt trip you, right? Into not doing that, into not taking care of yourself, looking out for them just for their own sake, but not necessarily looking out for you when it's beneficial to you. Someone could have tried to do that in the past. I'm pretty sure people have tried to do that, and a lot of you Cancers probably have learned to take care of yourself as you are growing up. You probably learned it the hard way whenever it is that you saw people didn't really have your back the way that you may have had theirs. So now that you're an adult, the Hierophant, right, is about how you need to mind your instincts. Trust your gut when you know something is wrong, and ask questions. You can never go wrong with trusting your gut and asking questions. I'm not saying that you have to do above and beyond and go crazy. All I'm saying is that you can never go wrong by asking questions, okay? Whenever it is that you're getting to know somebody and the person doesn't seem to be honest with you, there's nothing wrong with asking questions. And it's the perfect way to get what it is that you want to know without having to offend somebody else. If a person gets offended because you're asking them a question, which isn't illegal, then obviously you know that they have something to hide or something else is going on. Because that's what it is I'm seeing from you Cancer crabs. You're taking care of yourself, okay, because you realize that people are not going to have your back, especially the ones that you date or you have dated, right? Past tense. Even though the Four of Wands, you would like that, you realize that you have to take care of your own home. You have to take care of domestic affairs, your own home. You have to clean your own home up, starting with yourself. Yes, physically, I guess your home, but meaning starting with yourself, your own inner home, you, personally, what you've got going on the inside. And the Hierophant is about what it is that you got to do if you find yourself being out here trying to talk to other people. Trust your gut, right? Be a detective. I was watching an episode of Witchblade, something back in the early 2000s, like 2001. You know what I mean? And the person who plays Sarah Pazzini is actually a Cancer, right? Cancer crab. And in the show, she plays a cop, and that's what I'm talking about. Play that cop. So the Ten of Pentacles now is about how, because you realize, or you will realize, that not too many people actually are being 100 with you. So this is something that you're going to have to remember, right? To not only trust your gut, but the Ten of Pentacles also offer value to people who obviously offer value to you. I mean, obviously, these are common sense things. I'm sure you Cancers know that this is common sense stuff. But, these are just some things that, just to help remind you that what's going on. Because sometimes people can say that they're looking for someone. And I'm not saying that that's what you're doing. I'm saying that sometimes people can say that they're looking for someone real and they want to be in a really good relationship, but then they end up in a relationship where somebody will try to kick them down the stairs intentionally. And then sometimes people will be like, well, I don't understand. What does that mean? It's like, this person is obviously not really your friend like that. So the Two of Swords now is about how And because of this behavior that other people have shown you, you think that it's almost a certainty that people will betray you. But that's not really the case. Not everybody is necessarily out to get you. Not everybody has your worst interest in mind, believe it or not. The temperance now represents how the temperance is also about how you cancers have to also understand to use the wisdom that you have. Okay, some relationships are going to be good. Some relationships are not going to be so good, not going to be so beneficial to you like that, as far as benevolent to you. But you have to take you should take every relationship and look at it for what it is. It's an opportunity for you, cancers, to change, become better, do better. And the King of Cups now is about how, since that's the case, the King of Cups, and let someone else show you who they are, whether you're doing the approaching or whether you're not. Because that's another thing too. When it comes to approaching and stuff like that and doing the approaching, a lot of times people don't really understand. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, as long as the interaction between the two of you happens, right? I think people sometimes I know sometimes people can be a little bit too wrapped up in, well, who's approaching and who's not. Listen, at the end of the day, if nobody approaches, you ain't getting squat, okay? Unless you putting yourself out there like that, if you know what I mean. So if that's not what it is that any of the zodiac signs are doing, it shouldn't. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, people are missing the point. It shouldn't matter who's doing the approaching and who's not, whether it's you, whether the other person is. The point is, the interaction is what counts. That's what matters at the end of the day. The two of you have your chance to hang out, talk, get to know each other better, build something over a lifetime. Okay, so the King of Cups represents, make sure that those people show you green flags. They show you things that are good traits to have, to show somebody while they're getting to know them. What are green traits? Green traits are consideration, right? They actually consider you, and they consider what it is that you have to say. They want to hear what you have to say. On top of that, they're thoughtful, right? Which goes into consideration, right? So consideration, or i.e. compassionate, right? Same thing. Do they have the ability to not only think for themselves, but think about another person's experience and considers or think about how the other person is experiencing them? These are green flags. So this is some of the traits that you should be looking for in somebody else. The Page of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles the Page of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles, this is New York, represents how and is the person also, does the person have healthy boundaries too? It's not about unhealthy boundaries. Does the person, right? Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, I said 10, no, Nine of Pentacles. Page of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Does the person have healthy boundaries? Right? Do they have other things going on besides a potential relationship with you, or a would-be relationship? Do they have something else going on? Can they hold down a job? Have they created jobs? Right? Do they run their own business? Right? Do they do they have green flags like we're talking about? Are they considerate? Are they compassionate? Do they have the ability to let go? Right? Do they have other things going on? What's life like? What is the quality of their life? Is it that, they say that they love you and they're stuck up up underneath you all the time? Or do they like, hey, listen, I'm gonna go ride a dirt bike, You know what I'm saying? Or, just as an example, something like this. I'm going to go to, I don't know, the library. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do whatever. That's a green flag. Is if they have other things going on. That's a green flag. That's a good thing, because often too, people put the focus of a relationship so much on the forefront of what's important. They don't have a whole lot of other stuff going on. That's why I was trying to tell you that modern day relationships are in fact unhealthy, because what a lot of people don't really seem to understand is what most people consider a modern day relationship, the way that most people date these days, Cancer, they actually date from a codependent or dependent perspective. It's not actually healthy, because they just want comfort. They don't want to excel while they're in a relationship. And it's like, what is going on? They just want to be with somebody. Let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Temperance. They just want to be with somebody, and they think that that's what a relationship is. They just meet somebody, the two of them get along. The person doesn't try to get better. You don't try to get better. You just no disrespect, right? I mean this respectfully to anyone who's watching this. Cancer, Leo, Aries, whatever, whoever is watching this. What exactly is going on where people think that a relationship is just for comfort only? Yes, yes, comfort. Yes, you're going to get that, but only comfort. Like, what exactly is a person's perspective? And again, I'm not, being disrespectful. What exactly is going on in the mind of somebody else who thinks that a relationship is to be just only comfort or only comfortable? You have the Three of Cups, the Death card, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. To clarify the Temperance, the Three of Cups, the Death card. Not being interested in the boneheads, not being interested in the people who are stupid and just want to get on your nerves and waste your time, right? The Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. You, Cancers, learning how to value your time way better than what you used to, which is very good. Let's clarify the Nine of Pentacles. The Six of Swords, Page of Wands, Hierophant, which you already have, the Nine of Wands. The Six of Swords, the Page of Wands. Right. You're in a situation where you really do have to watch out for people that would try to be up underneath you all the time, right? If they're just obsessed with you, they don't have anything else going on, you gotta dub them. You gotta really dub them. You gotta be in a position where you can't hang around them. The Hierophant, the Nine of Wands, you have to trust your gut to dub them, because these are people that put you so much far up there that if you do anything that they don't like, your image is going to crash down so far, right? Of their perception is going to crash so hard about you, then they're going to start disrespecting you. See, that's the flip side of being dependent or codependent that they don't teach you, is that someone can have their perspective about you or just anyone that they're dating so high to the point where now it becomes about disrespect or being disrespectful because I had this image and you should have known this. And it's like that's what you get with the codependency thing or the dependency issue. It's now this person got to really go in on you and be disrespectful. So a lot of you Cancers really have to watch out for anyone that's going to be dependent like that. And yeah, you Cancer crabs can have your times where you're dependent. You want that love. But I'm talking about people that seriously have that issue. They are constantly trying to be up underneath you every minute of the day, Cancer. This is something that you need to understand, you need to watch out for, because those people don't mean you any good or any good or any benefit in the future. These would be people who, like I said, who are H8 mates, if you know what I mean. H8 mates, which is like people that act like they for you, and they can be when you're around them and you're giving them your undivided attention. But then when it comes time now to where you're moving up in the world, they don't want to see you succeed in anything. So this is just something that you Cancers need to really watch out for. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like I said before, trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers. Smash the subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.